Do you think a no-fly zone could work?
It depends really what the Libyans do. If they fight, put up their aeroplanes, then it might not work, because that's what's got to happen first. If they put up aeroplanes, they've got to be shot down. It's not the same as Iraq. People are drawing parallels with Iraq. The Iraqis did not have an air force.
And if the Gaddafi regime responded on the ground, what would NATO be able to do in that situation? Would it respond in kind? Could it?
Well, when you say on the ground, they will put up surface-to-air missiles. They may use surface-to-air missiles, and then the question arises, does NATO then attack those surface-to-air missiles? And then what do you do if Gaddafi then says, well, I'm not going to play the air game. I don't care if you impose a no-fly zone over me. I'm still going to go on doing what I'm doing now, which he can, of course. He doesn't need an air force necessarily to win the fight he's having.
So what do you see as the solution?
I think it's got to be a diplomatic solution. We've somehow got to persuade Gaddafi that it's a bad thing to repress your own people in the way he's doing it. Now, the trouble is, he's not the sort of person who reacts very kindly to advice. And he may say, I don't care what you say, I'm going to go on doing it. Then NATO really is in a jam, because what do we do? And we know from previous experience that no-fly zones don't necessarily persuade dictators to change their minds. It didn't happen in Kosovo, and it may not happen here either.
You are one of the 50 people who signed a letter to the government asking them to reopen and look at the SDSR. Do you think what's happening in Libya is a wake-up call?
I think it is. What it shows is the unexpected can happen. 5 months ago, when SDSR was written, nobody thought this would happen. Now, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that SDSR and its decisions affect what we do in Libya, but they could affect what happens next time round somewhere else, and we don't know where that is going to be. That is my main worry.
Major General Julian Thompson, thank you very much for your time.